What is up, guys? Kid and Kam podcast. We back with a NFL table talk. Got the Super Bowl Sunday today. You know what I'm saying? We got the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. We're gonna predict that. We're gonna, we told y'all we was gonna look deeper into it. I still have my pick. I don't know what you got. We're gonna talk about the awards: MVP, defensive player. All the awards, the rookies, and coaches. And then we're gonna talk about the Hall of Fame. 2 players got in that we know of that are really deserving of it. I think they're both first ballot. Aren't they both first ballot?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I don't know if Charles Wilson was. I know for sure Calvin Johnson was.
All right, yeah. So then they're both first ballot. All right. So, I guess we'll start off with Hall of Fame. Charles Wilson, Calvin Johnson, first ballot Hall of Famers. I feel like they deserved it a lot. Me being a Packers fan, I've seen both of them play a lot. I'm personally a huge Charles Woodson fan from what he did on the Packers. He tore his collarbone or broke it in the Super Bowl against them Steelers. He went out with the rest of the game. But I've always been a Charles Woodson fan. They both deserved it. Everybody knows who's Melvin. I was about to say Megatron. I combined it with Calvin. Calvin Johnson, Megatron. Everybody knows who that is. He's basically unguardable.
His selection was questionable to me, especially being first ballot. The guy's great at football, but we got to remember he did retire kind of early. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be a Hall of Famer. First ballot was like, I didn't expect that.
He's one of the all-time great wide receivers.
Yeah, you're right, but still, he did retire pretty early. But I guess that's what happens when you play for the Lions.
Barry Sanders did too, play for the Lions. Lions are not looking hot with careers right now. But yeah, you have anything to say about this?
Charles Woodson's Charles Woodson, but yeah, like I said, Calvin Johnson. It was surprising, but it's understandable. I'm not against it. I don't want it to sound like I'm against it. He just retired early, but like I said, when you play for the Lions, that's the type of stuff you do. So, didn't Vontae Davis retire at halftime? No, he didn't play for the Lions though. So,
I think he played for the Bills.
Ooh,
it was the Bills. He'd be set up good right now at an AFC Championship visit.
I think he's still set up pretty great. He made a lot of money. I think he just got tired of playing at halftime.
I was like, I'm just gonna hang it up.
Probably better off without him, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
I'd rather not have a player in my locker room that was doing some goofy stuff like that.
Yeah, facts. Let's see. I'm looking at these awards right now. I feel like the most obvious one was Aaron Rodgers winning MVP. That was one of the more obvious ones. There was 2 that were really obvious. The number 1 was MVP Rodgers.
Okay.
Defensive Rookie of the Year was the other obvious one.
It wasn't obvious because a lot of people.
You don't think it was obvious?
It wasn't obvious, but I'm glad that Herbert won, which we said in the last video.
I said defensive rookie.
Oh, you said defensive rookie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, defensive.
That was completely obvious. It's the second half of the season I really put Chase Young, made it that obvious pick, because in the first half of the season he was not the defensive rookie of the year. He didn't become the defensive rookie of the year until the second half of the season, which he really, got great and toned things up, started getting to the quarterback, getting a lot of pressure. Dude's gonna be a threat.
His team started winning. Let's see. I agree with all of these. Okay, I do see one. I think everyone thinks this way. Someone got robbed. It was a bank heist type robbery. It was obvious.
Yep.
This was bad. It was bad. The stats were there.
I just don't get it, because last season I felt like he was robbed as well, from Stephon Gilmore. And I know you're talking about TJ Watt, and it's crazy to me considering that TJ Watt had more sacks, more tackles for loss, more quarterback hits, more tackles than Aaron Donald, and he also played 1 fewer game. Don't get me wrong, I like Aaron Donald, he's great, but you know what I'm saying, stats don't always tell the story. But it's TJ Watt is he just dominated the season, and it's even more embarrassing that he was also robbed last season. Last season he had 9 forced fumbles. 9. Mm-hmm. Are you understanding? 9 forced fumbles in a season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On top of
that's 10, more than half the games you forced in a fumble.
On top of 10 plus sacks. And he was robbed last year from Stephon Gilmore because Stephon Gilmore had 5 interceptions. He was a lockdown cornerback. It's man, when you got somebody doing something, it's all hype in the NFL at this point. It's all hype. If Aaron Donald truly deserved this MVP, I wouldn't even I wouldn't care, to be honest. But he doesn't deserve it. It's you robbed TJ Watt 2 years in a row. What is the deciding factor that really gave Aaron Donald this MVP? You want me to tell you what it is? It's him crying on the sidelines after his team lost in the game. Nobody was talking about Aaron Donald being a defensive player of the year until they lost to the Packers. I wasn't hearing his name in the conversation. It was really TJ Watt and Myles Garrett. So all of a sudden, it's like they got to stop the voting for the awards has to stop earlier, because it's like it's unfair. It's unfair, man. It's a regular season award.
It's a regular season award,
and they clearly let the playoffs influence them.
And they should be voting.
It's not
the
right.
wild card, honestly.
Honestly, it should be week 16, because week 17 a lot of players don't play. So week 17 could really give people the edge. So week 16 should be the cutoff for the awards.
This is the thing. I mean, I feel like you're right with the hype thing. I mean, he plays in LA, big market,
and he's won it before. Aaron Donald's a hype player.
He's won it before.
He's great. Don't get me wrong. Probably the best defensive player.
Donald is.
Yeah, probably the best defensive player in the league. But this season, it's just not right.
But no, I can understand. Aaron Donald's in a big market in LA. A lot of eyes on him. It's a big marketing move, him winning defensive player of the year. But obviously, like this is, I mean, it's obvious that that's probably what they were trying to do, a marketing move. I mean,
yeah,
it's just, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, look,
if this award was treated like the Rookie of the Year awards, where stats play a huge factor in it, you would see lots of different people winning this award. And so, I mean, like, there was one. I mean, I said there's only really two obvious awards. There was a third one, Alex Smith, Comeback Player of the Year. I feel like that was one of the awards that, like, if you don't give this person, you getting it wrong. Everybody was gonna catch so much hate if they didn't give that to Alex Smith.
I disagree.
That shit,
Ben deserved that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Bro. Oh my goodness.
Aaron had.
People say it should be renamed the Comeback Player. They said it should be named the Alex Smith Comeback Player of the Year.
No, just leave.
Which I agree with that.
You
had a man that had the exact same injury, exact day,
who's it named after? Who's
gown.
it named after now? Right now, or is it just
nobody? It's just Comeback Player of the Year.
Didn't a player like break his neck and still play football? He played for the Saints. That's kind of crazy.
Steve Gleason.
I remember he was on Madden.
Because he has ALS.
Yeah,
But I mean, Joe Theismann had the exact same injury as Alex Smith, but he never played after the injury. Like, he never played again.
What year is
Alex Smith had to relearn how to walk, run, all of that, man. I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's great. Did you watch the little video that Joe Theismann made for him?
No, I did not.
It was crazy. You need to watch that. It's kind of
too busy beefing with Rams fans on Twitter.
Oof. Another team in LA had a award winner, Justin Herbert. You kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. I mean, me and you knew one of the Justins were going to win it. I think everybody knew that, honestly.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, he really did. He deserved it too, but obviously you can't give it to two people. I feel like they did either. I feel like they couldn't have went wrong either way. I really don't feel that way.
No, we just saw two rookies who absolutely turned their teams around. We just seen two guys who are future franchise players. But like we said in the last video, I just felt like it was easier for Justin Jefferson to do what he did in the circumstances.
Yeah, because he had Adam Thielen.
But when it comes to Herbert, I feel like it took a lot more for Herbert to be able to do what he did. You know, with a bad coach. You know what I'm saying? The Chargers could have easily made the playoffs this season, but their coaching was just 100%. So atrocious. You know, no top running back in LA. Who's their best running back? Keenan Allen. Wide receiver. Who's their best wide receiver? Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike Williams.
Yeah, in Minnesota, you got Adam Thielen. You got great running back in Dalvin Cook, top 10. He can open up that RPO. It makes a lot.
Oh, they're tight end. What's his name? Is it Irv Smith?
Yeah, Irv Smith. It's like it's great. It makes it a lot easier to get open. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a rookie. Like, I look at Justin Jefferson the way I looked at Juju. Remember, Juju had a 1,500-yard receiving season. You know what I'm saying? Pro Bowl season. He had Antonio Brown on the opposite side, but then Antonio Brown leaves and now Juju can't get any yards. I'm not saying Justin Jefferson is going to go down that same route, but that's something I look at. It's something I want to keep an eye on if I'm a Minnesota fan. Maybe they look at that 1,500-yard season and that Juju had, and they look at this season that Justin Jefferson had and say, well, Justin Jefferson is way more polished than Juju was then. And maybe that's the case, because honestly, I feel like it is the case. So, I mean, we'll just have to see where it goes from there. He's an excellent route runner, so he definitely ain't going to have a problem creating space when it comes down to it.
I mean, you speaking facts. I mean, I feel like that's what it really boiled down to, is whose job was harder. And I feel like it was Justin Herbert's job. Justin Herbert's job was harder. So I think that's the reason he won it, honestly. I mean, they both deserved it, but I feel like that's why Justin Herbert won it. Let's see. We touched on the Aaron Donald. Touched on Justin Herbert. Chase Young was touched on. Kevin Stefanski winning Coach of the Year. I agree with it. You take the Browns' first playoff win in who knows how long.
I'm going to say this is why I disagree. I like.
Hold on. Can I try and guess? Is it because they were Super Bowl favorites the year before?
Pretty much.
That's the only reason I can think of. That's the only reason why I wouldn't give it to him.
Listen to me. This Browns team has been Super Bowl ready for about 3 years now. I know what you're thinking. What? Bro, they've had listen, I'm a Steelers fan and I've been saying this for 3 years. They drafted Baker Mayfield. This team has been ready ever since. The fact that they weren't winning games was strictly down to coaching. It's something you think about. Listen, I want to tell you about it. I'm going to talk to you about one coach, though. Sean McDermott. He completely flipped this Bills team around. They're a top 2 team in the AFC. Now, don't get me wrong. The Browns are now a top 3 team in the AFC as well because they're an all-around team. But I think Sean McDermott deserved that award this season. Kevin Stefanski walked into a gold mine, and often that won't happen, but he walked into a gold mine, man. It's like turning this Browns team around. It wasn't difficult. They just needed a coach with a decent playbook, and they got that. And
what about Bruce Arians?
Oh no.
You don't think so?
No. You see,
I feel like he
built a whole super team. Come on, dude.
I feel like what really, I mean, if even Bruce Arians is even in the running, I feel like what lost it for him is him saying, I let Tom Brady coach the team. Just shows that you don't coach the team.
The crazy thing is, at the beginning of this season, I said, look, Bruce Arians is not a great coach. That video is still up on the channel. You can go watch it. It's not going down because I still think that. I still think it. Look at the team he has. You think this is Bruce Arians, the guy who's had one playoff win before this season? Come on, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's not Bruce Arians. It's this stacked super team he built that's gotten them this far. And I like Tom Brady.
That just popped in my head.
Okay.
Something just popped in my head when you were saying Bruce Arians ain't that coach. He built a super team.
Okay.
Do you think this is a totally different sport I'm about to talk about? Do you think Steve Nash could do the same thing that Bruce Arians does this year?
Yeah, and I've already said it right now. Steve Nash isn't a great coach. Look how that team was looking with KD and Kyrie. I know this is a totally different sport. We'll have to bring this up on our NBA section because we got NBA fans now.
All right, we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up later. But
all right, so it's that
Kevin
same
Stefanski.
aspect. Kevin Stefanski walked into a gold mine. All the Browns needed was a coach who could call plays, and they got it. And now look at them. I've been said this, man. I've been said this Browns team was on the upside. I don't hate the Browns. Fun fact, although most Steelers fans do, I was rooting for them. I root for them all the time. I love the Browns. I like Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. I think he's a great player. He plays great, but I think Sean McDermott deserved this award, man. I like what he did with this Bills team this season. Conference championship. Now, the Browns could have made it the conference championship, but you got to think Patrick Mahomes went down or the Chiefs are winning by 20 plus. Like, let's just be realistic here. But the Browns have a bright future. I think the Browns will be in the Super Bowl soon. I think when it comes to dynasties, you're going to have the Browns, the Chiefs, and the Bills. That's going to be the 3 teams that run the AFC for the next 10 seasons. They've all got their young quarterback. They've got those young role players. They've got young defensive stars. We're looking at the future of the NFL, man. But I think Sean McDermott deserved this over Kevin Stefanski. I feel like it was easier for Kevin. Sean, I feel like he worked for that.
Okay. Hey, I can agree with that. Let's see. Last one, MVP. I mean, it's kind of...
Yeah, this is obvious. This is obvious. How many games did Patrick miss this season? Just one, right? Yeah. I like Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers, when this man the next time he's winning everything but an NFC championship, bro. I need this man to get back to the Super Bowl.
I just seen something. It was there's only 2 quarterbacks to win 3 MVPs and 1 Super Bowl. Dude. And it's Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, both Green Bay Packers quarterbacks.
I don't know what the Packers curse is, but obviously it goes back deeper than Clay Matthews apparently.
It goes back.
Because I don't know Clay Matthews didn't shake whose hand was it? Larry Fitzgerald?
Carson Palmer's
hand when he was trying to get up, and ever since then they lost 3 plays later. I don't know, man. This pack, I like Aaron. Let's not diss Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had a phenomenal season. I like Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to joke around too much because I had a guy comment on our Georgia video about us joking about Kirby paying players. He did a whole paragraph. I swear. There's a whole if you go look at it, there's a whole paragraph. This dude was like, I was gonna watch the video, but your jokes just kind of messed with me in a way. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I like Aaron Rodgers, man. He's a great, phenomenal quarterback. Win an NFC championship, please. There's no reason they should have lost to this Bucs team, and I know what you're thinking.
Look, man, we got non-Packers fans over here saying, please win an NFC championship. Like, come on, man, just do it, please, man.
Shoot, please. You know what? Defensive Player of the Year should have been Kevin King.
Facts.
If I'm the Bucs, that's who I want to win.
What about Jair Alexander?
We're that defensive coordinator. Calling man coverage. 1 second left to go in the second quarter. You doing? Ooh. He's fired now. But I saw y'all were looking at some new candidates and the fans were not excited.
We hired somebody. We hired the Rams assistant head coach and linebacker coach.
I hope that's a great hire. He works with Sean. He works with Sean McVay, so can't be that.
He's the assistant head coach.
Hopefully it's not that bad. It's like everybody wants to hire people who work with Sean McVay, Bill Belichick, Nick Saban. That's just how it is.
The only team I feel like it's worked out for is the Dolphins.
Wait a second. So you guys hired a coach who wasn't already on the team?
Think so, yeah.
You can do that? Because I don't think the Steelers know that. Okay.
I don't think Georgia really knows that except for Todd Monken.
I mean, that's great, though. The thing with the Steelers is our offensive coordinator sucked. So we promoted our offensive. I forgot who we promoted. So we promoted like one of our assistants. And, you know, his name is Matt Canada. You know what's crazy about Matt Canada? He was the offensive coordinator at LSU in 2018. You know, the year they went and played UCF and won. He got fired that offseason. And you know what happened to LSU the next season, right?
They turned up.
They became one of the greatest offenses we've ever seen in football. So that's the story of the Steelers. We fired our offensive line coach. And guess what? We hired his assistant. We promoted his assistant. He has the job now. Congratulations, Mike Tomlin.
That makes no sense. Like, bro, look, this is the thing.
Welcome to Pittsburgh Steelers, baby.
Look, I know assistant coaches don't learn from the coach that's above them, but like, you know that they do the same thing. Like, they have the same scheme. That's why they're there.
Pittsburgh Steelers,
so why would
baby.
You promote someone that's under someone that couldn't do the job?
Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. Because Mike Tomlin has this stupid next man up mentality. This stupid next man up mentality that has him 0 for 2, hasn't won him a playoff game since what, 2015, 2016?
Mike Tomlin's the guy that's like, we want players from our city.
He's a clown,
something
bro.
Like that.
And I love Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin. I love the Steelers, man. But at this point, bro, I hate this team more than I love them. Like you see me
Mike
praising
Tomlin
the Browns.
Coach of the year.
No. 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 You play the Cowboys and you struggle. You have to come back to beat the Cowboys without Dak Prescott, an injury-riddled Cowboys team. You go 11-0 and then finish the season 1-6. Coach of the year, man, get that out of here. You let us get smacked by the Browns in the playoffs, 28-0 in the first quarter. You punt the ball on 4th and 1 in the fourth quarter, down by 2 possessions at midfield. Let's talk about the Super Bowl because that's interesting.
All right, Super Bowl Sunday's today. I think it's what, kickoff 6:30.
Yeah, like 4 hours.
You got any bets? You got any bets placed now?
No, I would, but I don't know, man. You know how it is with Tom
I was thinking
Brady.
about betting, bro.
You know how
I was
gonna
bet on the coin toss. Yeah, I was gonna bet heads.
It's gonna be tails.
I was gonna bet.
If I'm the Chiefs, I want the ball first. Go ahead and get that scoring started. I'm telling you right now, the story.
No.
What?
You don't want ball first.
Why?
You the Chiefs. You guaranteed to score, basically, bro. You get ball back at halftime. Take the ball away from them at halftime.
Bro, I'm telling you, look, I'm telling you right now. If the Chiefs aren't up by 2 possessions at halftime, because look, I saw a post that says Tom Brady's known for. You
know what the line is, right?
What?
The Chiefs are only a 3.5 point favorite.
Well, I mean, the Chiefs only beat them by 3 points last time, but you got to consider they were up like 3 possessions and then they just really stopped playing in the second half. And the Bucs actually almost came back. The Bucs have gotten way better since then, so I don't think it's going to be the same game.
Defense has been playing a lot better. Yeah,
I don't think it'll be the same game, Jesus. But I'm going to tell you this right now. the Chiefs have gotten better as well, and they're coming for blood, man. I'm telling you, you got to tell me who on that Bucs team is going to be able to shut down Travis Kelce, who's going to be able to shut down Tyreek Hill, the fastest running back, who's going to be able to shut down the new GOAT and Patrick Mahomes. This offense is too powerful. I don't care who your defense is. You're not stopping.
This is the only man that can beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm about to name him right now. He's built different. He has arms bigger than my head.
Oh my God.
He runs a faster 40 than me. Every time he goes down, he says, "Ow, my back."
Oh my goodness.
We got that man, Rob Gronkowski, man.
Yeah, and they got Tyrann Mathieu, who's gonna be sitting back there. I'm telling you, man, this is. The Chiefs are honestly the better overall team. I feel like. Listen, let me tell you right now. Tom Brady threw 3 picks against the Packers. I want you to throw 3 picks against the Chiefs. You'll be losing by 30 points.
This is the thing. We did have one of the better defenses in the playoffs, one of the better ones. But I mean, this Chiefs defense, like me and you said, this Chiefs defense, like, they're good. Like, they can. No one talks about this defense enough.
No,
they make plays when they need to.
They make plays
especially when they got like Tyrann Mathieu and Chris
players.
Jones.
They got great players. I'm like, Tom Brady's not
gonna. They make plays when they need to.
And then you gotta think Tom Brady's deep ball has been questionable all season, bro. You're gonna need that tonight. I'm telling you, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that, and if you don't have it, it's just not gonna work. They don't have corner. They got 2 great corners on the outside, bro. Come on, I'm sorry.
Look,
I think
we
the Chiefs win
talked
this
about this. We've talked about this. This is an offensive game. Who can outscore who? The over under. Honestly, I would put it at I'd put it over 50 points in this game are scored.
Oh, it's gonna hit 50. The Bucs are gonna score 20 points.
I don't hear.
But the Chiefs are gonna score 30 to 40.
Let me see what the over under is. I'll check real quick.
I think that.
Let's see. Kansas City went down to a 3-point favorite. Let me just go ahead and tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Over under is 56. The Chiefs are at least dropping 35.
I'm telling you, the story right now is, can Tom Brady keep up? That's the story right now. You throw 3 picks against the Chiefs, you're gonna lose. To be honest, this game is either gonna be like the Broncos Seattle type thing, or it's gonna be like Patriots Seattle type thing. And it's Tom Brady, so you know how NFL games feel for Tom Brady, especially in the playoffs. I ain't hear the phrase. Did you say the Broncos in Seattle? Yeah. I know you remember that.
I think it's gonna be like that.
You do?
I think it's gonna be.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't want to disrespect this Bucs team because they have surprised me a lot this season. But like we said, bro, it's not Bruce Arians, dog. And if they get into a pickle, Bruce Arians, he's not going to be able to pull them back into this. A lot of people were talking about the slow starts and Brady can come back. Brady's head coach was Bill Belichick, the greatest head coach of all time. His head coach is now Bruce Arians. 1 playoff win and 3 playoff wins with a super team. What's his resume actually like? I like Andy Reid, man. I think Andy Reid's gonna have this team ready. He had them ready the first time. They just stopped playing, but they won't do that again. I think the game will start off slow, but you got to think the Chiefs will never finish slow. The Chiefs will never finish slow. I don't care what the score is at the end of the first quarter. Even if it's a 3-possession game.
I wouldn't even say it's not even that they're just a second half team. It's just that they don't finish slow.
Yeah, and I feel like the Bucs are going to do exactly what I've always said. The goal is to slow Patrick Mahomes down. They're going to blitz from the inside, keep a guy in the middle field to keep him from running. That'll slow him down for a quarter, and they're going to adjust, and then he's going to light your team up. The Bills did it last week. They were up 9-0.
Because you got to think, if you blitzing and all that, all they got to do is just throw a little flat. They got to throw a little flat at Tyreek or throw a flat to Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
They're going to figure it out. It's Andy Reid. He's a great coach. He's finally got that Super Bowl, that cheeseburger.
Eric Bieniemy.
Even though he's not calling plays, he's really just like...
He's just out there. He's just coaching the team.
He's really just talking at that point because Andy Reid's calling like all the plays. I don't know.
He's what the owner of the gym says. He like that.
He's like that. Yeah, that could be the reason he don't have that. That could be the reason he doesn't have that head coach job. Who knows? He does. I feel like he should get one though.
Chiefs. I feel like Chiefs taking the dub.
I'm gonna predict the score here. I'm gonna say Chiefs gonna score 38. Bucs 28. 38-28 Chiefs. I don't think the Bucs have the firepower to keep up.
I'm going to take Chiefs 42, Buccaneers 31.
All right, 10-point, around the 10-point, 11-point game. I definitely don't think it's gonna that 3.5 or 3 is gonna work against no. Chiefs. I think Chiefs gonna be ready for this.
I might bet on that. I might bet with Chiefs on a 3-point favorite.
I feel like that's an easy cover.
Cause all you gotta do is add 3 to the Buccaneers score.
Let's see how the refs play tonight. Let's see how the refs do tonight. You know, it's a lot of people like to complain about the refs.
There was so many bets. Like they were like, will Tom Brady high five a referee? Will what chip will be in the Frito-Lay commercial?
Jesus.
I'm just like, bro. I bet it's gonna be Totino's too. I guarantee it. Cause they had a little ad on YouTube about the dips, the salsa and the cheese. I'm like, oh yeah,
the tortilla those chips. Ads are starting to drop, and then they got the weekend and halftime, so it's gonna be interesting.
They're like, how many dogs are gonna be in the Super Bowl commercials? It was like over under 3.5. I'm like, how you gonna have half a dog?
We betting on commercials.
This Super Bowl goes crazy, bro.
Jesus.
Hey, we're gonna see what happens. Chiefs by 11. I'm saying. What was your score prediction? It was 38-28.
38-28. 10-point game.
So Chiefs by 10. All right. Well, hey, it's been your boy Kid and Kam. We gave our prediction. Let us know if you agree. Let us know if you agree with the Hall of Fame and the awards at that. Kevin Stefanski, was he really Coach of the Year?
Yeah.
Aaron Donald, was he really Defensive Player of the Year? We'll see. Hey, either way, it's been your boy Kid and Kam.
Yeah.
Peace.
See you guys.